Has the world ever truly been ready for Kim Taehyung's return? Or is 2025 the year when V from BTS rewrites every rule of fame, artistry, and emotion once again? Before you read further, pause, take a breath, and tell us in the comments what you feel when his name appears again. Like, subscribe, and join this journey because this isn't just a comeback. It's a rebirth. The lights dim, the whispers grow, and the world holds its breath. It's 2025, and Kim Taehyung, better known as V from BTS, has returned. But this isn't the same V the world once knew. This is a version of him sculpted by solitude, reflection, and the quiet roar of time itself. A man who once stood atop the global stage now steps into a new era, not merely to perform, but to reclaim something deeper, something eternal. The question echoes across continents. What does it mean when V returns to conquer the world again? 4 years, fans had waited, eyes tracing every headline, heartbeats sensing to the silence of his absence. The anticipation wasn't just about music, it was about mystery. Because Kim Taehyung has never been predictable. He's both dream and distance. A man whose presence feels like poetry and whose absence feels like art. And now, in this unfolding chapter of 2025, the story of his resurgence feels almost cinematic. Was this planned all along? Or did fate itself bend toward his return? When Taehyung re-emerged, the world didn't just see a singer. They saw a storyteller, a soul whose artistry had matured into something hauntingly human. Cameras captured not just his face, but the quiet confidence in his gaze. The unspoken narrative of a man who had lived, lost, and learned. The global stage that once crowned him now feels too small, too fragile to contain his evolution. His aura is heavier now, not with fame, but with meaning. The whispers of his comeback began as rumors, faint and uncertain. Then, as if destiny itself wanted to make a statement, he appeared calm, elegant, devastatingly composed. There was no grand announcement, no explosion of noise. Just five, walking into the frame with the kind of power that doesn't need to scream to be heard. The world stopped scrolling, conversations froze, and timelines flooded with 3 words that shattered silence: V is back. But behind that simple declaration lies a journey few could imagine. Kim Taehyung's story in 2025 is not merely one of music or fame. It is a testament to resilience, to rediscovery. He had already tasted the peak of global recognition, stood before oceans of purple lights, and felt the weight of adoration that billions can offer. Yet, he stepped back, choosing solitude over spotlight. Many wondered why. Was he lost? Was he searching for something? Or was he simply preparing for the kind of rebirth that only silence can give? In interviews leading up to his return, those closest to him hinted at a transformation, an inward journey of rebuilding not his image, but his heart. During those quiet years, he composed melodies that carried whispers of his solitude, painted emotions in colors the world had never seen, and learned the art of being alone without being lonely. It wasn't absence, it was evolution. And when he came back, he didn't just bring music, he brought himself. In raw, honest form. His first reappearance shattered expectations. The visuals were timeless, a minimalist setting. His voice echoing softly, like a confession carried on the wind. There were no extravagant sets or complex choreography, just emotion, stripped bare. Every lyric felt like a heartbeat, every glance like a story untold. Fans wept, not out of sadness, but because they recognized something profoundly real. In that moment, Kim Taehyung wasn't an idol, he was human, vulnerable, infinite. And yet, behind the calm, there was fire. The ambition that once built BTS's empire still burns within him. But now it's refined. He isn't chasing fame, he's shaping legacy. He doesn't seek applause, he seeks connection. The world might call this a comeback, but perhaps for Taehyung, it's something more sacred, a continuation of his dialogue with the universe. An unspoken promise to his fans that even in distance, he never left. Social media erupted. Hashtags trended in every language. Artists, critics, and dreamers alike tried to decode the magic behind his new era. Some said his music now feels cinematic, filled with the melancholy of time and the warmth of rebirth. Others said he has transcended genre altogether, no longer bound by pop, R&B, or jazz, but existing somewhere between sound and silence. And in the middle of that symphony, One truth became undeniable: Kim Taehyung doesn't follow trends. He creates them. What makes his 2025 chapter so powerful isn't just his artistry, but his quiet defiance. While others chase virality, Taehyung chases authenticity. He crafts not for the algorithm, but for the soul. In a digital world obsessed with speed, he moves with grace, proving that timelessness will always outrun trends. His silence speaks louder than any headline. His smile carries more stories than any press release could tell. Fans across the globe have begun calling this era V's renaissance, and perhaps that's fitting. Like Da Vinci or Michelangelo, Taehyung paints his identity not on canvas, but through sound, light, and emotion. Every photo, every gesture, every whisper seems intentional, as though he's rewriting what it means to be an artist. In the 21st century, this isn't about reclaiming fame. It's about redefining beauty, purpose, and identity. As he steps onto stages again, his performances feel almost spiritual. His movements are slower, more deliberate. His voice trembles not from uncertainty, but from truth. He doesn't need to shout to make people listen. He just needs to exist and the world listens. Behind the curtains, his creative process remains mysterious. Some insiders describe long nights spent composing, experimenting with analog instruments, and recording under dim lights. Others say he spends hours alone, simply staring out windows, letting the world inspire him one frame at a time. Whatever he's doing, it's working, because every new release feels like a love letter, not just to his fans, but to life itself. But here's the twist: the deeper you look, the more you realize that his comeback is not about returning to who he was, but revealing who he's become. The Kim Taehyung of 2025 carries the calm of a man who has faced storms and learned to dance in the rain. He no longer hides behind perfection. He embraces imperfection as proof of life. His laughter is softer, his words slower, his art richer. You can sense it in his eyes. He has found peace, and he's ready to share it. And yet, despite all the transformation, that signature Taehyung charm remains intact. The mischief in his smile, the warmth in his tone, the quiet rebellion in his gaze, it's all there, just more refined. He moves through interviews like poetry, every answer carefully laced with meaning, every pause heavy with thought. Fans can't help but wonder, what else is he planning? Is there an album hidden behind his cryptic social posts? A film? The story? Whatever it is, one thing is certain: he never returns without purpose. Perhaps that's what makes this era so emotional. Watching Kim Taehyung rise again feels personal, almost intimate, as if we are witnessing a friend rediscover his light. His story reminds us that even the brightest stars sometimes need darkness to shine again. That strength is not in never breaking, but in rebuilding yourself with grace. He isn't just V from BTS anymore. He's Kim Taehyung, the man who fell silent so the world could hear him louder than ever before. So here we are, 2025, a world spinning again around his orbit. Concert halls fill, digital platforms overflow, and millions tune in not out of curiosity, but devotion. Because deep down, every fan knows this isn't the end of his journey. It's the beginning of something far greater, something eternal. The music fades, but the story doesn't. The legend of Kim Taehyung continues to evolve, touching hearts, transcending borders, defying expectations. And as we wait for his next move, one question lingers in the air, electrifying and tender all at once. Can the world ever get enough of V? Or is this the moment we realize we never really did let him go? So, what do you feel seeing him rise again? Drop your thoughts below. Share your favorite moment. And if you believe Kim Taehyung's 0-5 is just the beginning of a new golden age, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Because somewhere in this unfolding story, between the music and the silence, V is writing history again, and this time, the world is ready to listen.